Hey everybody, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. As many of you guys know, I am going on vacation, / by the time you see this video, I'll actually already be home. But right now it is Tuesday night, and I am almost done packing, and then early tomorrow morning I'm flying off to Varadero with my family and my boyfriend's family for a massive double vacay. So I will be doing a vlog of that trip, but in the meantime, I wanted to share with you the makeup I'm bringing with me. Now, I'm under no illusion, I am not packing light. However, I have packed light by my standards. So, let's give me a tiny bit of credit. I am packing light for me. So I really tried to think through what makeup I'm bringing. It's the dead of winter here in Canada and I'm freezing and my skin is dry. So for this, I needed to really remind myself that not only am I packing for, hydration, but kind of two things in mind. One, most of the days when I'm at the beach, I'm not gonna be wearing a full face of makeup, but I did want to have the options to do, a little bit more for the evenings, for dinner, and of course for New Year's Eve. So I really just tried to keep in mind that most of the looks I'm gonna be creating are just bronzy, glowy, a little bit of BB cream, some mascara. Let's head down to the beach. Anyways, so with all that being said, let's dive in to what I'm bringing with me to Varadero. So for my makeup, I'm going to be packing this Victoria's Secret bag. When you open it up, it has two compartments, and one side right now it just has a little bit of junk in it that I need to tidy up. The other side is makeup, and my rule is that if I can't fully zip it up on the makeup side, then I'm going to need to take some things out. The other side is going to be filled with a little bit of nail polish and brushes. But my brushes are drying right now, so let's get into the makeup. I think I went overkill on my lip products, but I guess I can also use this video as a way to kind of pare down what I'm bringing. I feel like at the beginning of packing this makeup bag, I was really good with paring it down, and by the end, I was just like, oh, I need every single lip product I own. So, still digging. So when I'm packing for a trip like this, I want to have a lot of options. So one of the things I really try to do is pack a lot of minis rather than packing full-size products. The other thing I try to do is remember which of my products don't travel well, and let's just say that they do not get invited to the trip. So for example, I think some of the worst products to travel are Becca's pressed highlighters. I've traveled with them before, and I swear every time I get home from the trip, I have a smushed, smattered, totally broken powder. And I just find they don't press back together very well, so I do not take my Becca highlighters on vacation. Sorry, champagne pop. So let's start with primers. For my usual day-to-day, I'm going to continue to use my Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Primer. Been using it a lot lately, I've been really enjoying it. And on a trip with sun and sand, you definitely want to have lots of hydration options. However, because it is going to be really warm, when I want my makeup to stay put, especially for the evenings, I'm going to be using the POREfessional by Benefit. I find this primer really keeps my makeup glued to my face. And for some extra protection, I love the Estee Edit Pore Vanishing Stick. I love using this in summer when it's really hot and humid, right along here, and then my nose, basically my T-zone, and a little bit around my lips. And I just find that it keeps makeup put. So these two together are like a power combo of keeping your makeup on your face, whereas this one is for the beach. Now, in terms of foundation, for the most part, I'm going to be wearing my Clarins BB cream in their Skin Detox Fluid. I love this. It's become my new everyday, and it's so perfect for the beach because it has an SPF of 25. However, for the evenings, I'm going to be wearing my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation in shade number 2. And I just took some out of the bottle and I put it in a spare little sample jar because I really am not going to need too much of this because, I want good makeup for New Year's and maybe 1 or 2 other days. But other than that, just glowy and fresh. For my concealer, I'm bringing my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I love how hydrating it is, and I love that it has so much coconut in it. Coconut water. It's just so good for the skin. And who doesn't want to smell coconuts when you're on a warm, sunny island? Now, getting into some of the palettes I'm bringing my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This pore palette has been loved to death, but I just couldn't do a glam New Year's Eve look without it. For the more day-to-day kind of contoury bronze, I'm bringing my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. You guys know this is one of my favorites, and this bronzer is so pretty, and this highlighter is just so great for every day. So this palette is, of course, coming with me. For the eyeshadow, I'm going to be bringing my Lorac Pro 3, which is, of course, this super, super pretty kind of warm neutral palette. And to help bring it up a notch on the glam, I'm bringing my Lorac Unzipped Gold. Now, I had a hard time narrowing down which eyeshadow palette to bring, but the reason I decided on these two palettes in particular, one, they complement each other so well, but when I get bronze, when I get kind of that bronzy glow, I want my gold and bronze like eyeshadows. I just want to really just bring it all together, and I felt that these two were the best possible pair for that. Now, to help my eyeshadow along, of course, I'm bringing my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly, and I'm also bringing my Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in Jean. Jean is just a wonderful shimmery gold that I love wearing on its own, and the same for Painterly, although I also use I actually use both of them as a primer. And so I feel like with these two, it just gives me some more options for just an easier to put together look. Now, let's move on to face products. Not just Too Faced, but I meant to face products. Anyways, I'm bringing my Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer. This is a beautiful shimmery bronzer, and I love that with the cardboard packaging. It's just easy to travel with. Like, if it gets banged up, who cares? If it gets scratched, who cares? And it is super cute. So this little guy is coming with me on vacation, as is my beloved Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I can do a soft contour with this, but I can also just really bronze up my skin. And so I like having both a matte and a shimmery bronzer on hand for those reasons. Now, I mentioned that my I mentioned that my Becca highlighter do not travel well, and that's why I'm bringing my Champagne Pop in the poured formula. So this one's a cream, and it cannot let me down. The powders will always break, and they will break your heart when you get home from vacation. Now, you guys know that I love my blush, and so from the Naughty Kisses and Sweet Cheeks collection from the Too Faced Christmas line, I am bringing all three of the blushes, which is Baby Love, Love Flush, and Dream Lover. I don't know how much of the purple blush I'm going to be using on this trip, but definitely these two are going to be well used. And because 3 blushes was just not enough for me, I'm also bringing my deluxe sample of my The Balm Hot Mama blush, and this one is very similar to NARS Orgasm. It's kind of corally with a little bit of a gold sheen to it. Now, the nice thing about packing minis for blushes is I have 4 different blushes in 4 different color families that I can have with me on my entire trip, and it doesn't take up any space at all. Also, with that in mind, I'm bringing my The Balm sample of the Mary Luminizer highlighter, which I've totally hit pan on. I have the full size, which I have not opened yet, but this is just a great additional little option for highlight. Of course, I cannot travel without my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And not only is this great to set my BB cream with when I'm heading down to the beach, but it's also great, obviously, to carve out a contour for New Year's Eve. Now, let's talk eyeliners and mascaras. So I'm being a little bit excessive. I am bringing 3 full-size mascaras on this trip. They are my MAC False Lash Mascara, which I have just been loving ever since I first used it a month ago. My Tartiste Black Mascara, which really is reaching the end of the road. It probably won't come home from Cuba. And my Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I like having a variety of mascaras because sometimes you want fluttery lashes, sometimes you want something really dark and voluminous, and I love these 3 mascaras, and I just couldn't pick. Now, in terms of eyeliners, thankfully these take up no space at all, but I am bringing probably my favorite from the Makeup Forever collection. It's the Aqua Eye Pencil XL in ME42. Wonderful bronze shade. It's a great match for the 2 Lorac palettes I'm bringing to just bring a little bit under my eye. I've been really enjoying doing that lately. I think it brings the looks in glam just up a little bit, but it's really, really easy. I'm also bringing my Makeup Forever Aqua XL in M30, which is a beautiful minty green, to create some more like fun, beachy, summery looks. And also in 10, which is their black. Oh, this is Aqua Eyes, sorry. Anyways, and I like to bring this one to do my waterline. Now these 2 take up no space at all. I also like them for my waterline, which is my Lorac black eye pencil, and my Marc Jacobs blacker. And they take up like no space, so they're not really necessary, but they're so tiny. And of course, my Kat Von D Trooper liner to get the perfect wing for the evenings. Now, of course, I'm also bringing for brows my ColourPop brow pencil in Dope Taupe and the matching little brow pomade. I find this one's a little bit more waterproof, so definitely will be reaching for that. I'm bringing as well my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat, which is their lip liner in Pillow Talk. And I should also mention I have packed a lining sharpener. This is not packing light, by the way. Now on to the lip products. One product I knew I definitely wanted to bring is a new lip balm from Revlon. It's called Revlon Kiss. It's in tropical coconut and it smells like pina colada. It's hydrating, has SPF, and is so good on your lips. So that one really, like, that's skincare basically. I'm also bringing some small vials of perfume. I've got the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Rose, and then I have Chloe and Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black, and a small Prada Candy. I have also packed an Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. So with all that being said, I'm bringing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lip products. 10 if you count the lip balm. So let's start with the lip glosses. I'm bringing NARS Chelsea Girls and NARS Super Vixen. Chelsea Girls is a beautiful kind of pinky, corally, nude plain gloss, whereas this one is super, super shimmery, which I think both of them really have a role to play on this trip. From MAC, I'm bringing my Cream Sheen Cream Cup, which I actually purchased in duty free this time last year at the airport on my way to Cuba, and Matte Lady Danger, and Lady Danger is just one of my favorites. Love those nice orangey reds for summer, and it's basically summer for a week for me. Speaking of orangey reds, I'm bringing Tilt, which is a comfort matte from Urban Decay. Probably don't need both, but meh. And then the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Gloss in Kristen. Now, I got this a little while ago in a mini, and I haven't really used it, so, I mean, why not? I'm also bringing Leche and Tort from the Bite Beauty crayons. Again, I don't know if I really need them, but they just fit in my bag. And then for my New Year's Eve look, I'm bringing the Heavy Metal thingy in Midnight Cowboy. So there is the makeup I'm bringing with me to Veradero. I think for the average person it's excessive, but for me, I think I've really done a good job at packing less. The part I'm most proud about is all of my makeup's in one bag. Usually I end up having 2 or 3 makeup bags and then I can't find anything, but I love knowing that everything I need is right in here. So I think I did a great job, and I guess when I get back I'll let you know how much of it I actually used. I bet there's gonna be tons I didn't actually use, but oh well. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I packed with me to come to Veradero with me, and when I posted, I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. I'd love to hear about what you guys like to pack when you're on vacation. So anyways, thanks for watching. Bye. Mwah.
You were tall, I looked up. From where I sat, wished I wouldn't dressed up. Your first line, won't forget. So is it true, no one's taking you yet?